Hello, we're here in the engineering design lounge because the Baillieu Library had to be evacuated, and we've met today on Friday, the 16th of August, to discuss some of the findings from the businesses we've talked to. Now, all three of us managed to get chatting to some stakeholders in the business. Cheng?
I asked some Chinese people in Chinatown who run a small business. I talked to a supermarket, and they have their own trucks, and the most important thing for them is the trust issues, and I think that's it.
Yeah. So yes, one of the questions was how they did their logistics, and I also found when I talked to Casa Iberica Deli in Alphington that they also own their own truck to do shipments between businesses, and also they don't really choose all their transport providers. It's often a choice of another stakeholder, and they deal with many different ones, and they're all fairly similar. They were actually quite interested in the idea. I also managed to talk to a truck driver who told me that every single time he makes a delivery, he comes back empty. He didn't remotely consider the idea of taking anything back on the way, and most of the journeys to the deliveries, the truck's often not full on those either. So there's a lot of potential space, much more than we initially thought when we conceived the idea. And Santiago?
Yeah, and well, I was in charge to survey the small boutique, so I did it with a boutique of wedding dresses, and he wasn't convinced about our idea because one discovery this week we made is that trust is very important for them, so they are not going to trust to like a random person to do the deliveries. So that's why we decided on this meeting to do some kind of pivot. Like, we are not going to, so we discovered that business, it's really hard that business relies their goods to a company like the one we are proposing, because it's based on trust to the other people. But now we are changing our strategy. Do you want to explain it?
Yes. An important point from the wedding dress provider is that they ship using Greyhound bus lines. So these sorts of partnerships using non-traditional methods of shipping already exist. So we thought that in order to establish ourselves and make ourselves known, we don't think there's any one-stop shop for freight that exists yet. So we propose a website where you can log in, say you need something shipped, and a list of providers will come up, and you'll get the standard Australia Post, Star Trek Express, Linfox, and you'll also get our alternative businesses.
Yeah.
We call them casual shippers. This is all in development, and what you'll see there is a lower price.
And that's why it's now business to business, because
yes,
we are not going to connect like regular people to do the shipment, but it's going to be, for example, Casa Iberica is going to take charge of your shipment.
Yes, and you'll be able to see the name of a business that you trust, their reputation, and we believe that businesses do stake a lot more on reputation, so it's more likely to work this way. So, in conclusion, the idea is on the way.
On the way.
Yep.
And the model canvas is going to be.
Yep. See the business model canvas on the site. Yep.